Dog too. So okay, here she comes, plays the lovable yet vulnerable divorcee, Susan, on the ABC popular drama Desperate Housewives. Now she's the voice of the mom in the new animated family adventure film Coraline. Please welcome Teri Hatcher. Can't beat a little black dress, can you?
No, isn't that everyone has to have a little black dress?
And the necklace is so great.
Thank you.
Are you going to go to a party later on? I really want you to go somewhere and wear that besides here.
I kind of would like to too. Seeing as I just flew in last night, I'm flying right back and back on the set at 6 in the morning. Probably no partying for me. This is my party.
Oh, good.
Okay, we'll try to make it fun.
Thanks for flying in and flying out. We appreciate that. It's not an easy flight to make.
I missed the Super Bowl too because I was on the plane.
That was a great game.
The whole thing. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, and I'm a very big football fan.
So what else you been doing in the new year?
Well, let's see. I started off the new year going with my daughter to Mexico for a little vacation, and we don't get to do that much because I just work so much. So we had like 4 or 5 days. Really just swam in the ocean. And
how old is she now?
She's 11.
11. What a nice age, huh?
Yeah, great. Just walked up and down.
It's very civilized, right? Like you can hang out
when they're 11. She's always been. You know, I took her to Lincoln Center to the New York City Ballet to see Cinderella when she was 3, when we still lived here, and you know, she sat through the whole thing. And at the intermission, I had champagne, and she had chocolate. You know, like we've always been that kind of relationship. But so it was great. We just went to the beach, hung out. She had you know, lemonade. I had tequila.
She'll catch up with you one of these days. She's taking riding lessons, just like Lola.
Yes, she's a big horseback rider, and your daughter too.
Yeah, she loves it.
It's so
Have you ever been on a horse?
Oh, I ride too.
Oh, you do?
But I don't get to as much as she has regular lessons. But she jumps and everything. I mean, it's such a great discipline to care for an animal.
I couldn't agree more.
The whole thing. I'm really glad she's involved in it.
It's a big responsibility.
Yes.
Well, Lola's only 7.
7.
Emerson started about that age.
And is in an equestrian contest down in Florida every weekend, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
Emerson stopped showing. Yeah. She won a lot of trophies and blue ribbons.
Oh, yeah?
And then just one day, you know, she said, I just don't want to do it anymore, the showing part. Right. And I thought that was great, because it shouldn't be about competing and winning. It's the joy of it, you know, so she doesn't do that now.
Just the love of the animal, the love of the sport.
All right, let's get into it. What's going on with the Desperate Housewives?
Well, we just
Are they still desperate after all these years?
Desperation runs deep. It does, and we just celebrated our 100th episode, which is...
Oh, my God.
Everybody getting along now?
Oh, everyone gets along. The writing's been just really inspired and fun this year, and I think we're just kind of in a groove.
So you're the divorcee of the bunch, right?
Yes. Well, I'm trying to think who else. Yeah, I guess.
Well, is there somebody looming in your future?
No. Right now, Susan is dealing with, it's not bad enough that her ex is dating her best friend, but now they've just moved in together across the street.
Oh, my gosh.
I wonder if there's any other streets in this neighborhood. I swear.
Everything happens on that one street.
Really not with, you know, leases available or anything, no. And Susan also just got a very kind of degrading job at a school in order to help pay for her private school son to go to private school. So she's dealing with some funny situations.
Whoa, it's going to be quite a year for her. More desperate than ever, I would say. We'll be right back with Teri Hatcher in a moment.
Still ahead on Live, we'll find out how Mel B got those abs.
Teri's got a new movie coming out, and I've been calling it Caroline, and it's Coraline.
That's right.
Right?
Correct.
Coraline. Am I the first one to make that mistake?
You are not.
I hope not.
Don't feel bad.
This is your first animated feature, right?
It is. It was Henry Selick who directed The Nightmare Before Christmas. And it's also stop-motion animated 3D, the first of its kind. It's beautiful.
What does that mean, stop motion?
Well, it's like it's almost like my son loves to do this on the computer. He makes little stop motion videos with his Legos. But it's like a very interesting form of animation where they're 3D characters and they move.
They're puppets.
And they're like puppets,
sculptures and puppets, and they move. You know, each finger moves. I mean, it takes an entire week to get 1 minute of film.
Wow.
I mean, it's we went up to Oregon to see the sound stages, and it's just hundreds of artists and costumers knitting little tiny sweaters for real dolls, you know, that are this big, and I mean, it's stunning.
How long ago did you do the voice work?
I started doing the voice work, I believe, 3 years ago, but I've sort of lost track of time. And you know, you do it. You first do the script, and then 6 months later, you go in and do another pass. They change a scene, they add something. So it's been a long journey, and even longer for the director. You know, just a real effort, passion, you know, and love of this project. But I mean, it's just a masterpiece. I mean, I'm so honored to be
really
in it.
high on this one.
Oh,
Huh?
it's beautiful.
Well, who do you play? Do you play the mother of Coraline? Coraline.
It's okay.
You know, if I say something the first time, then it stays with me the rest of my life.
Dakota Fanning plays Coraline, and what was really interesting about this, I get to play 3 versions of a mother. So I play her real mother, who is sort of, you know, a mom who's just over it, done, that kind of mom. Just stop it, you know, that just not nurturing, but not mean, just can't handle it anymore. And then that sort of leaves Coraline, sort of, I was going to say Coraline, you know, neglected, and so she goes into this other world where there's another mother exactly like her mother, only she's perfect. She's the perfect mother, but then everything like that seems too good to be true is, and she gets trapped there by what I really turn out to be, which is an evil monster who wants to eat her soul.
So you're going to change your voice for each...
Yeah, I just slipped that in. Evil monster, eat her soul.
So you got to change your voice for every mother you're playing.
I do, and it was Henry really wanted them to be real people, so you know, really found kind of a grounded mom in each of them. The rageful one at the end, I think, really came out of she just feels so deeply rejected, and that rage is just huge and just very scary at the end. We screened the movie, and Emerson's classmates all said, "Okay, no more sleepovers at Hatcher's house." You know, they were kidding.
One of the mothers may be there. Well, let's take a look at you now. In this particular scene, Coraline is seeing the other side of the other mother.
Yeah, she's seeing the other mother about to turn into the real evil mother.
Take a look at this.
They say even the proudest spirit can be broken with love. Of course, chocolate never hurts. Like what? They're cocoa beetles from Zanzibar.
I want to be with my real mom and dad. I want you to let me go.
Is that any way to talk to your mother?
You aren't my mother.
Apologize at once, Coraline.
No.
I'll give you to the count of 3. 1, 2.
Yeah, Coraline. It opens on Friday. Theaters all over.